Horticulture is a wonderfully rewarding hobby, but for the advanced gardeners who take pride in their green thumb and want a good challenge, I recommend raising Bellsprouts. These Pokemon are notoriously difficult to grow due to their weak constitution. Most experts would agree that growing these little creatures is a joyless and soul-wrenching endeavor. They're characterized by thin roots and giant beans for heads, which makes it that much harder to keep alive. They have such difficulty balancing their bodies already, but if they happen to fall on their sides while unsupervised, they often wither and die from the blistering sun. You can solve this dilemma by putting weighted shoes on their feet, but then they can't move around to take cover in shades. Then they wither and die from the blistering sun. Trying to raise a Pokemon that's adamant about dying can be emotionally draining. You might find yourself staring at nothing for long periods at a time, but once they evolve into weepinbell, things get even more difficult. These creatures grow mouths underneath them, which exposes them to great many hazards. An open mouth directed towards the ground means that they're constantly choking on gravel or tools you leave around the yard. They're like Roombas that die from ingesting too many harmful microbes and broken glass shards. You gotta turn them upright in order to feed them, but you have to be careful so they don't choke on the expensive formula that you can only afford by taking out a loan from the bank. And they choke easy because their esophagus is the size of a urethra. Make sure to keep them cozy and warm because they get cold easily. Room temperature isn't good enough for them. They'll freeze overnight at the slightest breeze and you'll end up with a giant bell-shaped ice cube. But once they evolve into victreebel, things get even more dicey. They turn into vicious man-eating plants that try to devour you every chance it gets. You have to keep them in cages so your pets can't get close enough to be eaten. Raising a Bellsprout into a victreebel is already a painful experience, and the end result will not change your opinion. In some respects, it's very much like raising a child into adulthood, only to be consumed by them. It's not unlike all the hardships you face, keeping your babies alive only for the ungrateful little shits to turn against you and resent you for your crime of loving them too much. They refuse to communicate with you and blame you for all of their problems. Then you're settled with their drug possession charges and parking tickets. Then they get pregnant or impregnate their partner and you have to raise their child because they're incapable of doing it themselves. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. The bills are stacking on the coffee table, so much that the table legs finally gave in and broke under pressure. I'm running out of options. I'm Tom Hanks' understudy for the stage production version of Big, and this has been another episode of Pokemon Facts. Stay tuned for more factual Pokemon facts. Have a wonderful Pokemon day.